Law. Law. How long have you been practicing law, Maggie? Law. Nowadays, there are laws against the pollution of the environment. Obey. Obey the law. Obey rules. Rule. Regulation. Traffic regulations, safety regulations, fire regulations. Observe. In any society, there are rules and regulations which have to be observed. Break, broke, broken. Break the law, break the rules. Legal. It's perfectly legal to charge extra for weekend services. Get legal advice. Illegal. It's illegal to build a house without a building permit. Permit. The mayor permitted a local girl group to use the cellar of the town hall for their rehearsals. Permission. License. Obtain. Obtain a permit. Obtain a license. Allow. The young men were not even allowed one drink at the pub. No dogs allowed. Ban. The district council banned hunting with dogs. Impose. The city council imposed a ban on traffic in the city centre. Permit. A building permit. A parking permit. Ban. Forbid. Forbade. Forbade. Forbidden. In Germany, there are strict laws forbidding the sale of rifles to people under the age of 21. Prohibit. Swimming strictly prohibited. Strictly. Abolish. Slavery in the US was abolished in the 19th century. Justice. The muggers' victims are only asking for justice. It is a prosecution's job to bring criminals to justice. Court. A magistrate's court. Court. Nancy took her neighbours to court. Appear. Appear in court. Accuse. The defendant was accused of murder. Charge. Mr. Kenneth P. has been arrested on a charge of murder. Bring charges, drop charges. John S. has been charged with rape. Criminal Court. The International Criminal Court. Juvenile. Juvenile Court. High Court.
Appellate Court. Supreme Court.
Sue. The journalist's newspaper has been sued for damages. Accused. Defendant. Client. Case. Sheila won her case because she had a very good lawyer. Try. The young man's being tried for mugging. Trial. Defend. Defence. It is a job of the defence to convince the court of its client's innocence. Defence. Diana's only defence was that she was very young at the time of the crime. Object to. The defence lawyer objected to a private document being introduced as evidence. Objection. Make an objection. Prosecution. Prosecution. A witness for the prosecution. Court. Judge. Jury. Serious crimes are tried by a judge and a jury. Sit on a jury. Lawyer. Magistrate.
Justice of the Peace, J.P.
Attorney. Solicitor. Barrister. Evidence. The prosecution didn't have enough evidence against him. Give evidence in court. Witness. An eyewitness. Swear, swore, sworn. Before giving evidence in court, you have to swear to tell the truth. Deny. The young man denied stealing the money. Deny the charges. Testify. Testify against somebody. Testify in favour of somebody. Confess. The woman confessed to stealing the car. Plead. The accused pleaded guilty. The accused pleaded not guilty. Judgment. Judgment was made in favour of the accused. Verdict. The jury's verdict was not guilty. Sentence. The murderer was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Innocent. The jury realised Stella was innocent of the crime. Clear. The accused was cleared of the charges. Guilty. The defendant was found guilty of stealing the money. Convict. The victim's husband was convicted of murder. Conviction. Guilt. Life sentence. Convict. Punish. Punishment. Penalty. The death penalty has been abolished in many states in the United States. Order. The accused was ordered to pay a fine of £200. Fine. Pay a fine. The driver of the vehicle was fined £50. Prison. The kidnapper was sent to prison for 10 years. His wife's been in prison for 8 years. Jail. Go to jail. Prisoner. Release. Harold B. was released from prison yesterday. Escape. Last night, 3 convicts escaped from Maidstone Prison in Kent. Guard. Evan has a new job as a prison guard in Swansea. Guard. Prisoners who are likely to commit suicide have to be very closely guarded.
Police. In Britain, the police don't usually carry guns. Detective. Police force. The Devon Police Force. Police station. Police constable, PC. Policeman, policemen. policewoman, policewomen. Inspector. Case. A murder case. Missing. A missing dog. A missing person. Look into. The police are looking into the victim's private life for clues to her killer's identity. Investigate. Police detectives in Cardiff are investigating a double murder. Investigation. Inquiry. The police were in the neighbourhood making inquiries about the missing child. Today, a Norfolk man is helping police with their inquiries in the date rape murder series. Scene. Detectives searched the crime scene for clues. Clue. Police have announced that a clue found at the crime scene has led to the arrest of a suspect. Lead. After months of making no progress, police finally have a lead in the Bristol double murder case. Identify. The police were able to identify the killer using his genetic fingerprint. Reveal. The police detective would not reveal the suspect's identity. Suspect. The police suspected that the man they were looking for was a doctor. Observation. The police kept the suspect under observation for several weeks before making an arrest. Suspect. Suspicion. The detectives had a suspicion that the man was lying. Suspicious. Fingerprint. A genetic fingerprint. Control. The demonstration got out of control and the police had to use force. Police officers soon had the situation under control. Control. It is impossible for national police forces to control drug production and the worldwide drug traffic. Force. The police entered the building by force. Arrest. Arrest. A suspect was brought in for questioning, but the police made no arrest. Raid. A police raid. Crime. The crime rate. Violent. A violent crime. Violence. Offence. Commit. Commit a crime. Commit an offence. Difficulty. Sue got into difficulties because of drugs. Trouble. The gang got into trouble with the police. Criminal. A criminal offence. A criminal act. A senior citizen gave the police the lead they needed to catch the criminals. Victim. The muggers left their victim lying in the street. Offender. Young offenders are not normally sent to prison, but to a young offenders' home. Armed. The suspect is armed and should not be approached. An armed robbery. steal, stole, stolen. Shoplifter, shoplifting. Thief, thieves. Theft. Rob. The bank in High Street was robbed by 3 armed men yesterday. Robber. A bank robber. Robbery. Mugger. Mugging. The number of muggings in Central Park has decreased over the last 10 years. Blow. The mugger knocked his victim out with a blow to the head. Break in, broke in, broken in. Break in. Burglar. Terrorist. Terrorism. Threaten. The terrorists threatened to blow up the aircraft if the police tried to enter it. Hijack. Hijacker. Bomber. Bombing. Kill. Murder. Commit murder. Martin Luther King was murdered for racial and political reasons. Killer. Murderer. Rape. In times of war, thousands of women are raped by soldiers. Date rape. Rapist. Kidnap. Kidnapper.